Am I like extra delusional? 9 likes. You guys, it's not even 10. Okay, hi, my name is Aisha, and if you're new here, I'm a freelance creative, and right now I'm trying to build my personal brand on Instagram, and that means I am starting to create content for myself and not just for my clients. And in case you're like, okay, freelance creative doing what? I basically provide social media management services, video editing, and sometimes UGC. So today I am going to take you through on rebuilding my portfolio. I really need to spruce things up and just change a couple of things because I feel like it's really outdated right now, and I've not been, putting in new stuff that I've been helping my clients with. And secondly, I'm going to create a bunch of talking head reels. I do think I'm just going to create 2, and then within those 2 talking head reels, I can split it up to like 2 to 3 short form reels, if that makes sense, because I feel like talking head videos like this, it can be slightly long, and I really want to make it shorter. And also, in my talking head videos, I do have certain points that I do talk about, and I want to repurpose it. Repurpose. I want to repurpose the points that I've spoke about, but in text. So that could be a carousel, or it could be in another reel, but it's kind of like those where I just put a B-roll and then I put the points on top of it with a trending sound. So I really want to experiment with different styles and see how it goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So today is actually one of those days where I don't have any client work at all. So it feels really liberating because I have everything like completed. I'm currently still in Bangkok, and I figured, you know what, I just want to spend some time on my own. I don't feel like doing shopping or sightseeing or whatever it is because I've been here a couple of times, and I'm going to take the time to sort myself out, meaning just to create content and also see on how I can actually scale my freelancing business in a sense. So yeah, that's really exciting for me actually. I love spending time by myself, which is I just do, okay? It can be quite a problem actually. I need to learn how to socialize more. The thing is, when I do go back to Singapore, I will land at night, and then the next day I have a client shoot, and the day after that I have another client shoot, and then it's gonna be like a mini work sprint where I edit all of the content. So yeah, kind of like bracing myself, but also just taking it easy because I just don't want to stress over things when I know I have it under control. I'm going to look through the content that I've been posting and see what worked and what didn't work, and it's kind of like a debrief, a debrief with you and see how it's like. I've been posting content every single day for the past 50 days, I guess. So I have a confession to make, okay? I have not posted on Sunday and Monday. The time I'm filming this is a Tuesday. So yeah, I don't feel guilty. Like, I thought I would feel like, oh my gosh, I'm missing like a streak of not posting on Instagram. But then I'm like, why am I being so hard on myself? But also, I'm kind of like, why am I being too soft on myself? Like, I feel like I can cut corners in a sense when I'm not being held accountable in a way. I don't know, it's a complicated thing. In the last 30 days, my views have increased by 65.1%, and I have a total of 42,014 views on my Instagram profile. 65.9% are from followers and 34.1% are non-followers. And that's definitely an increase in a sense where it used to only show more followers that have seen my content. I'm trying to reach non-followers as well because I think the content that I post now is slightly more into the freelance slash like self-improvement type of content. Before that, I was just doing like a mix of like a bunch of different things. So I really want to, I won't say niche down, but I do want to focus on the content pillars that I've set for myself. So that's a good sign that I actually have more profile views and I have more, like slightly more non-followers viewing my content. My top performing content, oh, this is interesting. So I'm going to filter it by reels. It's so funny because the top reels are usually the less effort, like low effort type of content where I just slap on a b-roll and then I put text on it. Even though it seems easy, like when you watch those videos, it's like, oh, this is so easy to create, but I feel like I do take my time because the caption I always put in time to write out a proper caption. It's not just like a one-liner or whatever. I try my best to, ask questions and engage. But the thing that I'm struggling with right now is that the questions that I ask, like on every single Instagram post, I feel like no one is commenting. So it's not engaging. But then again, I've only been posting for like almost 2 months, so I'm giving myself like the third month and see how it goes. The other type of content that's doing pretty well is actually me sharing a voiceover of my thoughts on freelancing. I think people are just interested in hearing that side of me because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you are a non-follower and you are watching my reel and I'm suddenly talking about my life, which is like, oh, look at what I'm doing with my life right now. Like, it's really boring. But when I get specific, like, oh, I'm a freelance creative, this is what I do, blah, 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 I feel like I'm reaching a certain type of audience that can somehow relate to it. And it also helps because right now I'm doing a series where if I were to become a beginner freelancer, I want to make my first $1,000, here's how I would do it. So that's like the series that I'm rolling out, which I only have released one reel first. So I'm definitely going to edit the rest and create some of it today. So that's pretty much the analytics that I have for my content. Interactions, I have 576 interactions so far for the past 30 days. Most of it is coming from reels. I have like 17 shares, 15 saves, 18 comments, 311 likes for the content that I posted in the past 30 days. Honestly, it's not that much, but then again, it is an increase from, the previous months that I have been on Instagram. Interesting actually to look at your analytics, which is funny because obviously I am a social media manager. I do it for clients, but doing it for myself is way different. And I have to say, the first signature series of me helping freelancers, it did not perform as well as I thought. This is embarrassing. Okay, I was like so excited to post. Okay, I had a total of 9 likes. You guys, it's not even 10. I have 577 views and I have 1 save on the post. But the thing about the reel is that 54.4% are from non-followers and the average watch time is around 7 seconds. So I guess I have to improve on the hook. Like, I think people only hear the hook, like watch the hook, and then they just like click off or something. What I'm going to do is to actually post my signature series on trial reels as well. I've done a couple of trial reels before. I get like a follower or 2, but not as much. But then again, I wasn't consistent in posting on trial reels as well, so I'm not sure how it will actually go when I do post consistently for trial reels. I'll try that and then we'll see what happens. But that is my content report, I guess, so far. I mean, honestly, there's no point to feel disheartened about it. All you have to do is to just keep on moving, push through and take action. Although sometimes, when I see that I spend so much time on creating content and then having like only like less than 10 likes, it's really humbling, I have to say. And it's like, am I like extra delusional, So yeah, it takes time, okay? It takes time. I know that. I know that because that's what I help my clients with. But obviously, my clients are mostly like restaurants in the F&B business, so it's slightly different. I've worked with founders who post their own content, like creating their own personal brand, mostly on YouTube and Instagram, and I have seen growth. They basically already have their audience. They just need to pump up more content. That's what I help them with. But for me, because my audience is relatively small, I'm kind of trying to build, like I feel like I'm kind of starting from scratch in a sense, because I've been using my Instagram account since the start of Instagram, because it's been like a personal account where I just posted personal stuff and I actually built off that. So instead of posting personal stuff now, I post my personal brand type of content. So that's pretty much it, and I'm not gonna give up. I feel like this YouTube channel that I'm doing right now, it is keeping me going because I have you who's watching, and some of you guys leave like the loveliest comments ever, and it keeps me going to actually produce more content for my personal brand. So that's exciting because I think just to document the process and just to show you the real raw behind the scenes, it's kind of cool because that's the type of content I like to watch as well. well. And I don't know what it is, but posting more real, vulnerable, behind the scenes content on YouTube is, I feel more comfortable versus posting it on Instagram. I don't know. I think it's because there are people that I know who follow me on Instagram, and some of them could be clients, some of them could be people from the past. It's so ironic because I always give like advice to not care about those people if you're going to create content, but at the same time, deep down, honestly, I'm kind of like afraid of their judgment. But I guess that's just human nature, right? It's like natural to feel that way, but then again, it's like, who cares? You know, you only live once. So if people talk or people don't talk, that's their problem. That's like not my problem at all. So I should just like focus on myself right now. Enough of yapping. I'm actually going to head out and go to this space and do work and also get the coffee. Let's go.
Okay, so I am out. I'm walking to the place right now. So it is called The Office. It's basically located in Hong Kong. And I had one of the best strawberry matchas ever. It's actually the viral coffee place called Come Coffee. From the co-working space. Okay, now it's started to rain. Great! But I think I brought an umbrella, but it's like drizzling, so it's fine. I don't know if you can hear me because the streets are pretty loud. I like the vibe of the office. I mean, that's the place is called The Office, but there were so many people actually doing work there, and the only seats that were available were outside. And the thing is, it can get pretty humid. Wait, hold on, my friend is calling me. Hello? Anyway, as I was saying, the space was really packed. I didn't expect it to be like so many people because yesterday when we went there, it was like relatively empty. Like there were like so many seats. But when I went there just now, nope. So it was getting kind of uncomfortable because the only seat that was left was just like a stool. I think it's just meant for like, you know, catching up on coffee or whatever, not necessarily for work. So I was kind of like hunching on my back, but it was pretty productive. I managed to edit 2 reels and I also filmed one before heading out. Why am I breathless, dude? Anyway, I'm walking now to find some lunch and I'm actually craving for sushi, so let's see what they have. Dude, I need to work on my cardio. I'm like, breathless.
So I am back home and clearly it is nighttime because it's dark. Duh. I have my laptop here in front of me and I know that in the beginning of the video I mentioned that I wanted to revamp my portfolio and hopefully share with you the process of me revamping it, but I realized that it requires a little bit more time, and by a little bit I mean like, I don't know, like 2 to 3 days, but I'm determined to actually set aside a day where I am going to fully do a makeover for my portfolio. And the reason being is that, I don't know, I just don't really like the look of it anymore, and I use a couple of colors that I'm just not into anymore and I just wanted to update it. And the last time that I updated my portfolio was actually 8 months ago. Yeah, 8 months ago, it's a pretty long time, so I really need to edit it. And honestly, I've actually updated some of the content, but it's just a whole look of it, okay? Like, is it just me? Like, when I start to, you know, just like tweak things here and there, and then I'm just like, you know what, I just want to make over this whole entire thing because I'm just like not satisfied with it. So that's what I am going to do, but I'm not going to do that now. I'll probably do it, like I was thinking of doing it in a video where it's just me revamping my entire portfolio and taking you along with it, just to like document the process and just show you how I personally do it, and maybe you can take inspiration from it one way or another. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. The funny thing is, I created a talking head video earlier today on creating a portfolio and what to include in it, especially if you're a beginner freelancer and you have absolutely no idea what to put in because you have not started working with any clients yet. So I created a reel specifically for that. And I was like, okay, you know what? I actually need to really update my portfolio this time, and not just update the work inside, but also update the look of it. Because have you seen it? I just don't like it. I just don't like that puke green color anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not my vibe anymore. You know, it's like 2025. I need like a new color scheme, and yeah. Okay, so that's just how my portfolio is like. So I'm gonna have my dinner and I'm just going to wind down and relax because it is right now almost 9 p.m. So I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog, and if you have any questions, or I don't know if you want any links to any specific things I mentioned before, or like the tools I use to create content, let me know. I love to chat with you in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.